Hello and welcome to the garden. Just a short video today, and one I hadn't planned to make. It is freezing cold here. The ground is rock hard outside, so I thought I'd come into the greenhouse, do a bit of tidying up. Now, sometimes we've had crops in the greenhouses through the winter greens, hardy salads and so on, but we don't have that. This season I didn't get around to sowing and planting those last year, so the greenhouse has just been left and it's a little bit untidy. So I'm going to do some pruning of the grapevines here, and that could have been done a while ago, but it's still okay to do that now, and give it a good tidy up. And one of the things I was cutting down was some lemongrass. So I haven't grown this before. Last season was the first time. So in the spring, I sowed some lemongrass, germinated quite nicely, produced nice little plants. And I put, what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, five plants in the ground here. And I thought they'd do quite nicely in the warmth of the greenhouse. I thought they might like that. They went completely nuts. Great big plants up here, getting in the way a little bit, if I'm honest. So today I just thought, oh, I'll just cut off. I've left about that much of the plant in the ground still, and I thought I'd just cut that top growth off, get it out of the way. And there's just tons of this stuff. But as I sliced through it, I picked up that absolutely fantastic citrusy aroma that you get from the lemongrass. And I hadn't really taken a close look at these for quite a while. They were just growing here at the end and I left them to get on with it. I hadn't really thought that I'd get anything useful out of them, but these are fantastic, and I thought I'd give you a closer look. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with these. This is one single plant, and again there's another. So they produce this clump of stems, and I don't know what's going to happen with these. I don't think they survive the winter. Obviously these stems don't, but I'm not sure whether anything's going to spring up as the weather warms up, or whether these are now dead here in this cold environment. But you can see that some of these stems have got a reasonable size to them, and it's those that are particularly fragrant. And there's quite a lot of them here. They're not all in the best condition, but if I try and get one of these out, well, there we go. That is a nice stalk of lemongrass, and it's got a wonderful aroma. Obviously you can peel off these dodgy looking outer leaves, if I can find the edge of it. There we go. Oh, this down here has the most fantastic citrus smell to it. That is wonderful. Sort of a cross between lemon and sort of a hint of like a very fresh piece of ginger when you get it. But that is a wonderful piece of lemongrass, and I'm hoping to put that to good use. I hadn't really expected to get a crop from it, but this is a real bonus, and I'm really quite chuffed with that. You can see it's very juicy there. Yeah, delicious. I'm sure that's going to be fantastic. Well, this was a very pleasant surprise. I think if I were to grow this again, and I may well do, because it's quite a nice plant. It's really no bother at all. Sow it in early in the spring, plant it out into the greenhouse or a polytunnel. Seems to be perfectly happy in here, and just leave it. Doesn't need any maintenance. It doesn't produce lots of dead foliage or need cutting back or anything like that. As long as you've got room for it. It's quite compact in the ground there. Those clumps are quite tight, but But up here, those leaves, they spread out, and it does take up a surprising amount of room. It grows very tall, but if you've got the space for it, it's no bother at all. It doesn't need any intervention during the season. You just leave it and let it do its thing. But what I would do if I do grow this again is come in probably late autumn and cut them back and harvest the best of the stems, because they're not in perfect condition anymore, of course, having sat through now a few months of pretty cold and quite miserable damp conditions. But even so, I do have a crop here, and an unexpected bonus. I was only growing it for fun, never tried it before, so I just thought I'd share that with you. But anyway, that is all for this video. Thanks ever so much for watching, and bye for now.